Did you know that it only takes 7 seconds to make a first impression? Also, did you know that you never get a second chance at a first impression? So you gotta make it count. Well, on today's episode, I wanna talk about a few tips on how to master that first impression. And you can use this beyond dating. You can also use it for job interviews or just a casual encounter. Now, it's important to understand that a first impression says a lot about you to any person that you're meeting for the first time, because this can let them know the type of person that they're about to engage with. You've heard the saying before, you are the energy that you give off. Now, it's important to note that mastering a first impression is actually very crucial in dating and also just in life. So if you want to be someone that is unforgettable, stay tuned for the rest of the episode, because all of these tips make up how to be unforgettable. Tip number 1 is a personal favorite of mine, is dress to impress. I always say fashion is an expression of our personality. So the way that you dress and the amount of effort that you put into your outfit can let someone know exactly who you are before actually getting to know you. Now, some key elements are always, one, being clean, always dressing situation appropriate, and not being afraid of showing who you are. Fellas, when it comes to your outfits, the first thing that a woman looks at is your kicks. If they're clean, that could say a lot about you. Next, be on time. Punctuality matters so much. It says a lot about you. If you're not a punctual person, that's letting someone else know that you don't really respect their time. And when someone feels that their time is not being respected, they feel like they are being disrespected. I'm not the most punctual person, I'll be honest with you, but I know this about myself. So what I do is I try to show up a little early, and that always helped me just relax and not necessarily feel anxiety to really rush. Now, when a woman sees that you're on time or even early, you're gonna earn major points with her. Ladies, when we see that y'all are actually early, that is a huge turn on for us, because we know how long it could take y'all to get ready. My next tip, positive body language. What does that actually look like? Well, this is what closed body language looks like. When your arms are all crossed up, you just no one approach me, your face is all serious, you're not making much eye contact when you're talking to somebody. But a positive body language looks a little bit more open. Hands are open, not necessarily closed. When you're talking to someone, you're engaging in conversation, you're actually looking at them in the eye. Eye contact is very important. When I'm talking to somebody and they're making direct eye contact with me, I can tell how confident they are. I can also tell how engaged they are in this conversation, and that makes the whole interaction that much more enjoyable. Also, the way you shake somebody's hand is really telling to how you are as a person. And I don't know about you ladies, but being a man, like the way a man can shake your hand lets me know the type of man that you are. Now, this tip I preach so much, and you've heard it on other videos, but practice active listening. I've probably went at this subject in nausea already in other videos, but that's how much I believe in it. Actively listening is when someone is speaking to you, you're not thinking about how to combat what they're saying, and you're just really listening to what they're telling you. You're listening to their perspectives, and you're open to what their ideas are. But if you're someone who, when you're listening to someone talk and all you're thinking about is your perspective, your ideas, that is someone who's a passive listener. And actively listening actually is going to give you a lot of points. Ladies, now some of y'all could talk, right? Isn't it so good when you know you were talking or y'all venting and telling us a story, but we actually are in it? We're asking questions, or we're remembering what you're saying in the story. And guys, how good does it feel when you tell a girl something and she actually remembers and brings it up later, or she does a small gesture to show you that she actually cares? This tip, I feel like people in general just don't do enough, and I don't know why. Smile, and smile genuinely. Smiling. Like, there aren't that many people right now who smile enough in this world, and that just is crazy to me. I walk outside every day and my head is up and I'm out there and I'm smiling at people. I'm asking how you doing as I walk by, or just saying hello. And you remember the people that actually smile when they meet you. It's the same thing when you're on a date. When you go to meet someone on a date for the first time, smile, show them that you're enthusiastic, happy that they're here with you. A smile can be one of the most memorable things that someone remembers about you. I can't tell you how many first impressions I actually remember based off of their smile. Also, smiling at someone can really break the ice and make them feel a lot more comfortable. Ladies, I already know how dating can feel uncomfortable for you already, so I know you already see the value in someone smiling. And guys, we may not say it enough, one of our other favorite curves is also her smile. Now, this tip I could probably even put at number 1, and this is be authentic. Being your authentic, true, real, raw self. Being who you are, not being afraid to show who you are, not showing someone who you think they want to see to impress them, but just being you. That's one of the most memorable things someone can show you on a first impression. And people are more likely to remember you positively when they feel like you're being your true self and they don't feel like it was a facade. Now, this tip also could have been up there with Dress to Impress: hygiene. Hygiene is so important. When ladies meet us for the first time, we go to shake their hand, give them a hug, they are assessing our hygiene immediately. All the 5 senses are just going off, right? And if we hitting all 5 senses, they're in love. They're with us. They want us. So you got to make sure that you wash your ass, okay? Make sure you clip your nails. Make sure there's no dirt underneath there because they look at that stuff. And make sure you smell good, guys. I'm talking about deodorant, cologne, beard oil, whatever you got to do, moisturize, have a skin routine. Don't be afraid of that. But hygiene is highly important. And ladies, we love when y'all smell good, when y'all smell delicious. Man, that just drives us crazy. It's like, damn, when I get around her, I just get hungry. Also, ladies, something that we don't say enough, we love a woman that really takes care of her hair, whether that's natural curls, straight hair, dreads, whatever you got, we love it. As long as you keep it up and it looks good and it smells good, we with it. Next tip, vocal projection. The way that you talk, if there's no bass in your voice, guys, and you're not speaking with confidence, she's not going to hear you. She's not going to listen to you. None of that. Be confident in how you speak. Keep your voice up. Don't speak down. Don't speak too low. Don't, hey, how you doing? Like, hey, yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. Let me look away when I talk to you. Don't do any of that. Ladies, also don't forget to speak up. We know that you like to speak a lot, but definitely speak up. It's all right. Talk to us. Be aggressive however you want. We like a little bit of spice. And lastly, this one's a big one for me, but mind your manners. I hate when people don't have manners. You don't hold the door. You don't say thank you or be courteous to other people. I mean, simple acts as just saying please and thank you can be a huge separator from you and somebody else. And I'm definitely always going to remember the person who has manners, the person who is kind. I think manners is just a baseline thing that we should give to another human being. Like, you wasn't raised in the jungle. So if you put all these tips together, remember them, practice them, I promise you, no one's going to forget you. They're going to remember you for that smile. They're going to remember the way that you dress. They're going to remember that scent. They're going to remember that you smell good. You smell delicious. And most of all, they're going to remember how kind you are. So I hope these tips will help you out on your future dates, your future encounters. Please leave me some comments below. Let me know if there's other tips that you think are great at making a first impression. And if you've gained any value from this video, which I definitely hope you have, please remember, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And y'all already know where you at and you know who you with. Touché. I'll see you on the next one.